So, women's quad sculls next. Diamond Jubilee Challenge Cup. Hartpury College to the left of your picture on the Berkshire station. Battling away with Headington School to the right. What sort of start do they have? Well, the race is settled in. It looks like it's going to be a competitive one.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Headington's the holders of this event, the Diamond Jubilee Challenge Cup, but the early racing has been done by Hartpury College, a young crew actually, looking at there, a couple of 16-year-olds in the Hartpury College around that, but in the Headington crew, there's a 15-year-old. So this is both of these are young athletes who are working and preparing. The Hartpury College crew is looking fantastic at this stage. Flat, strong, and pressing it down with their legs.
And they've carved out a pretty big lead early here, Hartpury College. Great experience for these athletes. A couple of them in the Hartpury boat have previously been at Henley Royal Regattas. Matilda Hudson-Hulls in the 3-seat, and in the stroke seat, Catherine Gardner. She's 18, and this is her second Henley Royal Regatta.
Yeah, and we've got some real strength in these boats. The Hartpury College, one of these athletes has got an under 7-minute ergo, which is really significant
handy,
for a junior athlete, and they're making it count on the water as well. They've done their work in the gym, they've got themselves strong, and they have done their work on the water to make sure that they can move these boats together.
So Hartpury College purring along nicely.
And keep an eye on this Headington boat. They will want to stay into it. I think they've been a little bit frustrated with their form over the season, but there's certainly a lot of class and experience in that system and that squad. So let's keep an eye on them. They're keeping their rate up. You can see here from the shot, it feels a little bit close. I need to keep my voice down as they're coming up towards those booms. You can see that the Hartpury College crew has just got themselves into a perfect place in the river, a little bit away from the boom, nice and flat, nice and straight.
Yeah, sitting very nicely in the channel that they need to be in there. Hartpury, the lead boat. Headington School. So, Sarah, in a race like this, day one, you've spent months preparing for this moment, and you find yourself lengths down. You just got to keep battling away and hoping something goes wrong, because things do go wrong, don't they, in boats in Henley Royal Regatta. You just never know what might become of Hartpury College in these last few hundred metres. So for Headington, just hang on in there.
Spot on. We've seen crews go through from this point, and what I'm seeing that Headington doing is keeping their rate up. They're keeping it flat. They're moving well together. They're just picking it up. You can see how hard they're working. I mean, if they could just lift their hands out a little bit and bring their blades to us, but really good technique by these young athletes. Hartpury, you can just see the power though that those athletes have in the other boat. It is just moving the boat so cleanly, so long. You can see that it's just they're being, both crews are rowing really well, but one crew is stronger. Yeah,
they're well drilled, and Headington hammering along at a good old pace, aren't they? But it's just the power of Hartpury College here is, you suspect, is going to make all the difference. A good lead at the minute for Hartpury. Hartpury boat, you can see the back of Gracie Jones in the bow seat, 17 years old, first Henley Royal Regatta. Won everything last season. Gracie Jones with Daniela Rochelle and Matilda Hudson-Hulls and Catherine Gardner in the stroke seat.
You can hear the crowds cheering Headington on, cheering Hartpury on. The support is here in the stands to support these young athletes.
Excited cheers on the bank. Headington only just up in Oxford, not too far away. 40 minutes travelling time to get down from Headington to here. I'm sure they're all glued to this, representing the school.
Hartpury had a little bit further to come from Gloucester, but making that journey count.
They are, and they won't have to make the return journey for a day or two yet. In fact, based on this performance, could be in for the long stay. I was just watching, look how central they've got.
Yeah, just keep an eye on their steering, Tim. They are in the lead, but they are not in their lane. I would be looking at that quite closely as an umpire.
Over the line they go, Hartpury College in the Diamond Jubilee Challenge Cup. Good, powerful performance from them. Headington, they battled away, tried to keep pace, were outpowered.
Some young athletes in that Headington boat, they will be back, but Hartpury, that power was really impressive.